Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Horror Game Awards 2025 nomination announcements. First of all, apologies for being slightly late as far as this goes. Well, we had the scariest thing of all happen, which was technical issues, and they apparently keep on coming. But regardless of technical issues and regardless of what the angry blood gods of the internet want to throw at us, we will tell you everything that's you need to know about the awards that are coming up and who is nominated, because we have 16 categories, and of course, and this is what people are fighting for: the Game of the Year award in all its glory. So I thought I'd show that off for the first time, because the plaque has just arrived and it's all sorted. But there we go. So, before we start, just to double check, for everyone knows what's going on, and also that we can hear, everyone can hear everyone involved. So, I'm Phil, and I'm joined by Ash, who doesn't seem to be. Oh, hold on.
Did you mute me?
I did, but I think yeah, there we go. You should be audible now.
Oh, I'd made some very funny quips in the meantime. You got the trophy. I'm saying it again because I thought it was really funny. I went and then went more like hand. There you go, everyone. You didn't miss much else.
Okay. So yeah, so we are going to go through the nominees for all 16 categories of the Horror Game Awards, and then once the nomination announcement is done, voting will open, and you have until the 3rd of December to vote for your favorites. And the way this is going to work is that in 14 of the 16 categories, the top 3 nominations, as voted for by the public, will then go back to the jury, and they have to choose a winner based on what you have chosen. And then we have 2 categories: the Player's Choice Award and the Horror Content Creator of the Year, which will be entirely decided by the public vote. So whatever you choose, whoever wins that vote wins the award.
Ooh,
So
I'm excited.
I'm
nervous.
Are we ready to kick things off?
Yes.
And I think we are going to start with the Horror Content Creator of the Year award. So for this one, and to test that our lovely system of making sure that we can see each other's screens works, do you want to kick this one off, Ash?
Yeah, sure. So we're doing this through the great technical masterpiece of Discord right now. So hopefully I won't be like for too long. So
Okay.
Let's go.
And here we go.
Oh my god, the graphics beautiful. So for Horror Content Creator of the Year, look at that gorgeous trophy. We have Big Gaming 64. Woo! Queso! Yeah! Lena Lazo. Woo! Everybody gets a little cheer. Markiplier! Hooray! Swall. Ooh.
I thank you for that dramatic cheering.
Just felt like it added a little je ne sais quoi. But yeah, that's our content creators. Exciting.
Yep. And just before we move on to the next one, just a reminder: Content Creator of the Year and Player's Choice. This is the final round after open public nominations and 2 rounds of voting. So we've come to these final 5 entirely because of your choices, and we will come to the winner entirely because of your choices. So we are very much looking forward to seeing who you pick. And next, the nominations for Best Multiplayer Horror Game, which is going to be another tightly fought category: Backrooms Cleanup Crew, Dead by Daylight, Dying Light the Beast, Killing Floor 3, Little Nightmares 3, Macabre, The Outlast Trials, Phasmophobia. Project Unknown, Repo, Species Unknown, The Other Side, and Whisper Mountain Outbreak. There we go.
Nice. Oh, they just keep on coming.
Right.
Our next category. Come on, let's do it, Phil. Oh, you did it. Best VR horror game. Our nominations are Alien Rogue Incursion, Zero Gravity Blackgate Infinite Terror, Dread Meridian, Emissary Zero, Get Out, a very bad dream story, Luto, Madison VR, Memoriam, Metro Awakening, Phasmophobia, Pools, The Break-In, The Midnight Walk, Trenches VR, Zona Origin.
And carry on straight on. The nominations for Best Indie Horror Game are Clover Pit, Dead Letter Department, Dead Reset, Echoes of the Living, Flesh Made Fear, Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic, Heartworm, Karma the Dark World, Labyrinth of the Demon King, Look Outside, Luto, Me Side, No, I'm Not a Human, Post Trauma, Repo, Skin Freak, The Alley, The Cabin Factory, The Lacerator, The Lightkeeper, The Midnight Walk, The Other Side, and Tormented Souls 2. And finally, Vile Exhumed. Oh, sorry. I am getting ahead of myself. Not finally. Voices of the Void. And Who's at the Door. Which is our second largest category in terms of nominees. So many good games came out this year. So lots and lots to choose from. And now I'm going to be very kind and give Ash the largest category to read from.
Oh no.
Which is
Best Indie Developer, and our nominations are 616 Games, Black Eyed Priest, Broken Bird Games, Camel 101. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so nervous. Chiller's Art, Dark Phobia Games, Dual Effect, Amika Games, Final Girl Games, Francis Colomb, Hunter Allen, J.R. Hoodapole, Little Sewing Machine, Mangled Moor, Moonglint, Mr. Doctor Knows, Night Signal Entertainment, Panic Arcade, Porch Weather Games, Puppet Combo, Red Soul Games, Semi-Work, Soft Star, Tainted Pact Games, Tarsia Studios, themeatly.com, Trio Scaz, Vincent Adenolfi. This is just like a sight reading test. Yeah.
And following on from Best Indie Developer, the nominations for Best Developer are 616 Games, iHasto, Bloober Team, Broken Bird Games, Capcom, Dark Machine Games, Devotee, J.R. Hudipol, Konami, Neobards, Night Dive Studios, Red Barrels, Scythe Dev Team, Superloo Games, Supermassive Games, Tainted Pact, Trio Scaz, Valco Studios, Wales Interactive, and Wrong Organ. And the next category we're going to go into is going to be the Technical Achievement Award. This is one of two categories which is nominated by our jury of developers. We have three juries involved in the awards now. We have the main jury who kind of pick most of the categories. We have our specialist accessibility jury. And we have our developer jury. And I will hand over to Ash for the nominees.
Thank you. So, category is Technical Achievement Award. And our nominees are Flesh Made Fear, Look Outside, Luto, The Outlast Trials, Repo, Silent Hill F, The Midnight Walk, Tormented Souls 2.
And following on from that, the second of the two categories our developer jury nominate for is the Lifetime Achievements Award. And the developers up for this are Al Yang, Hideo Kojima, JT Petty, Koichiro Toyama, Kim McGaskill, Mike Mika, Ben Kakuza of Puppet Combo, Ryukishio 7, Sam Lake, Scott Cawthorne, Shinji Mikami, Thomas Grip, and Zeekers. And of course, not everyone necessarily knows who the developers are behind games. So when you go on the voting form, it will tell you who these people are and what they've done in the past so that you can look over it and choose who is going to receive this year's Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah.
So, shall we go on to our next category?
Yes, and yet there's more. So our next category is Best Art Direction. And our nominees are By Sweet Carol, Karimara, Beneath the Forlorn Limbs, Kronos, The New Dawn, Doom, The Dark Ages, Eclipsium, Eyes of Hellfire, Flesh Made Fear, Heartworm, Karma, The Dark World. Labyrinth of the Demon King. Little Nightmares 3. Look Outside. Necrophosis. No, I'm not a human. Post-Trauma. Repo. Silent Hill F. South of Midnight. The Alley. The Lightkeeper. The Midnight Walk. Tormented Souls 2.
And the nominees for Best Soundtrack are By Sweet Carol. I pressed the next button too fast. We're really professional here, guys. Chronos the New Dawn. Death Stranding 2 On the Beach. Doom the Dark Ages. NS Dream Barbecue. Flesh Made Fear. Karma the Dark World. Little Nightmares 3. Look Outside. Me Side. No, I'm Not a Human. No Players Online. Post Trauma. Silent Hill F. Slackjaw. Terrifier, the arcade game. The Dead Seat. The Lacerator. The Midnight Walk. The New Flesh.
And our next category is Best Narrative. The nominees are 10 Dead Doves by Sweet Carol. Cabernet. Clinical Trial. Chronos the New Dawn. Dead Reset. Dying Light, The Beast. Heartworm. Karma, The Dark World. Letters of Bernard Thorne. Look Outside. Luto. No, I'm Not a Human. Poppy Playtime 4. Post Trauma. Silent Hill F. Skin Freak. South of Midnight. Static Dread, The Lighthouse. Suffocate. Still Wakes the Deep, Siren's Rest. The Drifter. The Midnight Walk. And Tormented Souls 2.
And next, the nominees for Best Performance are Kelly Burke, Lois Chimimba, RJ Green, Blair Green Asako, Kanahana White, Scott Joseph, Konatsu Kato, Lena Laser, Elsie Lovelock, Neil Newbon, Jane Perry, Adrian Ray, Roger Craig Smith, Ben Starr, Daniel Thrace, Adrian Vaughan, and Susie Young. And we are down to our last 4 categories.
Ooh.
And before we go, again, just to mention, because I should have read that out as we were going along. I feel like I'm just constantly saying, here's a mistake I made. But the roles that each of those performers played in what games that was in are listed on the voting form, so you will know who they are. But we have a lot of good performers, and we'll provide some stats towards the end, just so you know, kind of, because I've seen people will be picking out already what games are getting lots of nominations and what games are coming in lots of categories. So definitely a lot of things to kind of take note of. But let's look forward now, because we're talking about games that came out this year, but our next category is the most anticipated horror game. So this is games that are coming out in the future. So what are you looking forward to?
The future.
Yeah, please do stop me talking. Right.
Get the category up, quick! Here we go. Most anticipated horror game, aka for the future. The nominations are Animal Use Protocol, Bendy and the Ink Factory, Directive 8020, Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake, Fears to Fathom Scratch Creek, Halloween, Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival, Ill, OD Knock, Reanimal, Resident Evil Requiem, Routine, Silent Hill, the first one remake, Silent Hill Townfall, Tenebris Somnia,
And before we go on to our next category is the most accessible horror game. This is about recognizing games that not only obviously provide really good horror experiences, but also provide ways to keep people included and remove barriers so more players can be scared absolutely out of their wits. So, our most accessible horror game. The nominees are Abiotic Factor for a commitment to community and feedback-led accessibility, the Doki Doki Literature Club Screen Reader mod, which is actually not the game itself, but a fan-made mod, which is a comprehensive accessibility mod that enables blind and low vision players to enjoy the full Doki Doki Literature Club experience. Heartworm for offering both a phobia option and gameplay customization options that have allowed a broader range of players to enjoy the survival horror genre. And Little Nightmares 3 for making their visually dark game accessible for those with color blindness, dyslexia, motion sickness, and more. So there we go. We wanted in the previous year, we've obviously had the accessibility category before, but one of the things that we wanted to do, following from feedback from the community and from the accessibility community in particular, is to make sure that we tell people why these games were nominated and what exactly it is that they contribute to allow their games to become more accessible. And although it's a small number of games in this category, and there are probably more games that have done quite a lot of things for accessibility, these are the ones that our accessibility jury wanted to single out. And I think having a mod in there as well shows that accessibility isn't just kind of a one-stop thing, and the fact that even the communities are helping more people to enjoy great horror games is really heartening to see. So we hope you do take the time to vote on that and choose your favorites out of that category as well.
For sure. Games are for everyone and should be able to be played by everyone. So we're very passionate about making sure our jury is reflective of that, the nominations are reflective of that, and there's lots of good, fun, spooky games to be played by everyone out there.
And now, our second entirely public nominated and voted category.
Oh, it's only the Player's Choice Award. Let's take a look at the nominees. So we got Karma, The Dark World. Luto. No, I'm not a human. Repo. Silent Hill F.
There we go. They're the 5 finalists for the category. So, next up, and I'm going to show off the trophy again just because I'm really like having this here to be able to do this. Who is going to win the Game of the Year award? Let's have a look.
It's so good.
Let's have a look.
We're very proud of the trophy as well. You got to ogle it whilst you can.
It's a great trophy. It's just, you know, I like having it, like the something genuinely horrific to suit the category.
Yeah, gross little claw. Oh, all right, Game of the Year. Sorry, I'll stop yapping. Let's go.
So, the nominees for Game of the Year 2025 at the Horror Game Awards are Chronos: The New Dawn, Dead Reset, Doom: The Dark Ages, Dying Light: The Beast, Escape the Backrooms 1.0 release, Heartworm, Into the Dead: Our Darkest Days, Karma: The Dark World, Labyrinth of the Demon King, Look Outside, Me-Side, No, I'm Not a Human, Out of Sight, Repo, Silent Hill F, Skin Freak, South of Midnight, and Tormented Souls 2. And there we are. There is every single game from this year that has been put up for nomination. So, some facts and figures.
Oh, tell us some facts and figures, please, Phil.
Let me just make sure I've got my little list. So,
we need a segment section that's like Phil's facts and figures. Do 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 do.
This year, 174 games, developers, or performers were put up for nomination. So we have 174 nominees in total. The total nominations across all categories is 256. The most nominated game with 11 nominations is, any guesses? Silent Hill F. There are 26 games which have more than one nomination. The largest two categories are Best Indie Developer with 30 nominees and Best Indie Horror Game with 26 nominees. And we have 3 developers who have more than one game in the running for different categories, which is Bloober Team with Chronos: The New Dawn and Silent Hill 1 Remake, Supermassive Games with Little Nightmares 3 and Directive 8020, and Kojima Productions with Death Stranding 2 and OD Knock. We also have 3 games with multiple Best Performance nominations. Flesh Made Fear, which has RJ Green and Lena Laser in the Best Performance category. Silent Hill F, which has both Kanatsu Kato as the Japanese voice actor and Susie Young as the English voice actor for Hinako. up for Best Performance, and Dead Take with Neil Newbon, Jane Perry, and Ben Starr all vying for the award as well. And finally, to mention that we have one individual in the categories who is up for two entirely separate nominations, which is Lena Laser, who is up for both Content Creator of the Year and Best Performance. So there you go. That is my stats section.
That was really interesting. I love that we have both the English and Japanese voice actors for Silent Hill F. I think that's really fun. But yeah, congratulations to everybody who got nominated, and thank you to our juries and to everybody who's voted in the public nomination part of this process. And now you get to do it all again in the next part of the nomination process. Even more votes have got to come in before we can get our big winners at the end.
Yes, absolutely. So we are going to go now and stop rabbiting, but we will leave you with two pieces of information. First of all, the voting form is now live at thehorrorgameawards.com, so please go along and cast your vote in every category. Support your favorites, encourage other people to do the same. We hope that developers and performers and fans of the games who really want their games to win go all out and campaign for it, because it's going to be great to see. Our jury chose the nominees, and in 14 categories they'll pick from the top 3, but who they get to pick from is entirely up to you, so please do take the time and vote. And the final thing to mention is that we will be back on Saturday the 13th of December at 7 p.m. GMT, live for the first time in person in the Kensington Conference and Events Centre in London for the Horror Game Awards. And because it's live and because it's in person, expect just as much wild rabbiting, I'm sure, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to see who wins. And I'm sure the same is true of everyone watching this. So thank you very much for watching. Get voting, and we'll see you in December.
Bye. Get voting. Get voting.